Hello, the image in front of you should be very familiar. It's the Declaration of Independence, the document that established the United States of America. But the copy you see is very special, for it is the first true facsimile copy ever created of our founding document. It was printed by a man named William J. Stone in 1833 at the request of John Quincy Adams. You see, up to this point, no actual true copies of the document existed. All copies at that time were just typeset printings without the famed script writing and signatures we are all so familiar with today. Stone spent 3 years creating by hand an engraved copper plate from the original Declaration. It was from this copper plate that he printed this facsimile copy. The lineage of this copy is direct and only 2 degrees removed from the original Declaration. Would you like to make possible the donation to schools across the country of a copy of the Declaration that is only 3 degrees removed from the original? How would you like to personally own a copy that is only 3 degrees removed from the original? I'm Kevin Costner, and the DOI project, Declaration of Independence project, looks to do both. You see, I own the Stone Declaration you just saw. It was a miraculous discovery in a box of old documents. Stone made 2 printings of his facsimile, the first in 1823, at the completion of his copper plate, and again in 1833. Today it is believed that fewer than 200 copies of both Stone printings still exist. In addition to its rarity, the Stone facsimiles are the only true representation of the Declaration as it looked when engrossed in 1776. Unfortunately, due to a number of factors, the original is no longer legible today. It is the Stone facsimiles that provide historians, teachers, and those that value history the only true, really accurate depiction of the original founding document. Now, let's go back to the document and take a much closer look. I am very excited to introduce you to the actual William J. Stone facsimile. As we look at it, remember, this was printed entirely by hand from Stone's copper plate, which also was made entirely by hand. Look at it close. The quality, the clarity, the exacting details are extraordinary. I'm going to bring the camera in close right here. Hopefully you can see it. Is Stone's printer's mark, W.J. Stone, S.C. Washington, just below George Walton's signature, showing that this is a true original Stone facsimile. See it here by my finger. It's amazing. I am touching a document that not only was held by William J. Stone, but came directly from the original Declaration. Anyone who's had the privilege of visiting the National Archives in Washington, D.C. knows that the original document is really just a faded piece of vellum with most of the famous signatures and the script writing illegible. But here, right here in front of you, is literally the Declaration in full 25 by 30 inch size, only 2 degrees removed from the original. The DOI project will make it possible for the first time in history to create copies of the Declaration with a direct lineage back to the original founding document. Literally, these copies will be only 3 degrees removed from the original. Only Ancestry.com can link you that direct to the past. From the original Declaration, Stone created his copper plate. That's 1 degree. From the copper plate, Stone created my facsimile copy. That's 2 degrees. The DOI project will now use my facsimile copy to print full-size exact copies for donation and sale. That's 3 degrees. By pledging to the DOI Project Kickstarter campaign, you will help bring this project to fruition. The finished facsimiles resulting from this project will be exact copies of the Stone Declaration you see before you. This will require an astounding 25 by 30 inch custom die. The die will allow the finished prints to have the look of the original. Dies of this size are uncommon and very expensive to produce. Setup and printing costs will be substantial, supporting both a very limited edition printing of only 1,776 numbered copies plus an open edition. The numbered edition will be produced on a handmade paper closely approximating the paper used to print the Stone facsimile in 1833. There will also be 13 artist proofs created, each one bearing the name of one of the original 13 colonies. The open edition will be produced on a high-quality vellum-like paper. To save on setup costs, the entire numbered edition will be produced in 1 print run. Besides giving each of you the opportunity to purchase your own copy, the DOI project wants to help our schools create a greater focus on what it means to be an American, and that starts with the founding document. So with every numbered copy purchased, I will donate an unnumbered copy to any school of your choice. Just provide the name of the school, contact person, and address, and I'll ship one out the same time as your copy is shipped. No limits. With all 1,776 numbered copies being pledged, 1,776 schools will receive a copy of this 3 degrees removed from the original Declaration. There's even a means for those purchasing an unnumbered edition to increase those donations far beyond 1,776 copies. Thank you very much for watching and checking out the Declaration of Independence Kickstarter campaign. I hope you feel the passion I do for making this project a reality. In addition to your support and pledges, I could use your help in spreading the word about this campaign. If the DOI project resonates with you, please share the link to this campaign with your social network. Please tweet, update your Facebook followers, Instagram, and more. And thank you in advance for your support and pledges.